When I started my business, I was not a parent. And on top of not being a parent, I was literally just a young girl doing what she wanted to do with no care in the world. And it was going so well for me that I didn't even have to think twice about it. Right? Pre COVID, my business took off. The funny part of it taking off was that I had just listened to a podcast about a girl that started her business, and her starting that business, she was like, I'm not sure if it's going to pop. And then it did. And she said, once the ball starts rolling, it's not going to slow down. And literally, that's what happened to me when Planting with P got on the map. Spruce Gardening magazine featured me and put me as number one as the best online plant seller. I did not know what to do. Orders started pouring in and I was super excited. And beyond being super excited, I was just like, this is my calling. I'm doing the right thing. I'm helping people. I'm providing something that people want right now. And I'm giving knowledge to the community that needed it. And I was helping people. This was my version of like helping somebody out that needed it because honestly, I swear, I did not think that it was going to work. On top of that, I had a lot of people against me telling me that my idea was dumb. You're not going to make money off of plants. You're not going to be able to help somebody with your plants. Your mental issues, like your anxiety, is going to literally spin you so much that you're not going to win. But I changed the idea of that for a lot of people that were not hoping that I would win. Then COVID happened, and COVID made my business go even more viral because more people wanted to take care of plants, and I was able to do virtual classes. And honestly, I was so happy. A lot of people were going through depression, and I made people realize how helpful plants were and still are to the mental health, especially during a time when we were all stuck inside and unable to go places, right? The end of COVID, I was having my next child. And by that time, I realized that I was doing so much and I had not taken a break that I really needed to take a break. I was tired, my feet were swelling, I was unhappy being pregnant, and I just couldn't figure out how to keep myself sane. I enjoyed packing up orders, but it was getting to become difficult being very pregnant and not getting that much help because for some odd reason, I'm not a big person to ask for help and I never have been. So I had to make a decision, and the decision was either focus on being a parent or focus on your business. And I decided that being a parent was more important and taking care of my kids and being there for my kids and making sure that they didn't feel left out. So my business took a huge hit. I lost followers on Instagram. I didn't get a lot of repeat customers anymore. And I basically was starting from square one. But I told myself, it's going to be okay. I'm going to be able to jump back in with 2 feet with no problems. Boy, was I wrong about that. Shortly after having this one, I was diagnosed with Bell's palsy. So half of my face was paralyzed for months. And to this day, I still suffer from residual whatever's left over from the Bell's palsy. And I make it so you guys don't notice it, but I definitely notice it every single day. And I work hard for people to not realize it. For the Bell's palsy, I also got into a car accident. We were all safe, but it just really set me back like even more. And I didn't know how to catch up. I literally felt like every single time I tried to stand on my 2 feet, I just kept getting knocked down. Knocked down, knocked down, knocked down. And I kept losing followers, I kept losing clientele, and I was just like, how am I going to be able to gather everyone back? Like, I was winning at one point, and now I'm just plateauing. And it was just unfair. And I really just wanted to get back into things because I wanted to show my kids, like, hey, mom's cool, mom's working, and she's providing for whatever you need, not just dad. So I told myself that I was just going to go full throttle again. I was going to dive in with both feet and really put myself at the forefront of my business yet again. Because, like, at this point, it was no room for error no room for failure. And I needed to gain back the confidence that I had when I first started my business to where I am now, because I am not the same person. I'm literally a whole different woman. And I feel like it needs to be shown that I'm a different woman. And I didn't know how to showcase it. So I came on TikTok and I started kind of growing my community here and forgetting about my community on Instagram, and then trying to apply myself to YouTube as well. It's working, but it's definitely not where I want it to be. So it's like I'm not big to ask for help, but I definitely need some help. And not only do I need help, I need you guys to like really engage with me. Let me know what you want and what you want to see. So, in the midst of me thinking, like, oh, I'm going to start over, I took all of the houseplants and succulents off of my website. Currently, I'm only going to be selling plant boxes, succulent boxes, wholesale products, and my garden plant purses until the winter actually breaks, and then I will start selling plants again. So at the start of probably April, maybe mid-April, I'm gonna start adding houseplants again. But I want to know what houseplants you guys want. I also want to make sure that like I'm not just doing this to do this. So I'm asking for help. I really need all of my plant friends to help us. I want to be the cool mom again. I want to put my business back on the map again, and I want to win. And by winning, I mean I want to bring my community together. I want you guys to be a part of my win. I want to show you that just because you had kids, it doesn't mean that like you're not going to win. You'll be able to get back to where you are. And so far, I'm climbing the steps, but I kind of feel like I'm climbing too hard. So I'm asking for help. I just need you guys to like, follow, share, check out my websites, check out the things that I do have for sale, and see if you like anything. And if you do, purchase it. And I promise you won't be disappointed. I always make sure that like everything that I'm doing, I put my heart into it. My heart, my soul. And that's basically what PWP stands for. You're passing with peace, you're watering with care, and you're planting with love. PWP wasn't just for me. PWP was for the community of people that wanted to learn how to work with plants, but also get away from their busy days, because mental health is the biggest thing today that people are ignoring. A lot of moms are ignoring. But this is my way of giving back to you guys. So please like, follow, share. My kid's calling me, so I gotta go. But thanks for the help.